Hello, and I can't tell you how happy I am that you guys are here. For each and every single woman that is here in our nurture program, I am so grateful and I welcome you here. I am super excited for the next 8 weeks because we are going to walk this journey together. I know you must be wondering, what should I eat? What should I do? How much exercise is good? And there's so much content already, so many resources already in the resource section for you, and your brain is going crazy right now, wondering which one is you should be doing and which one is appropriate for you to begin with. So I am recording this video on a Friday. I might have a few kids in the house, my own 3 kids, the youngest one. So if you hear any noise, don't be shocked. It's just the kids probably doing. One is brushing the floor, the other one is taking a shower, and the youngest one is having an apple right now. I can see them all. So don't be shocked if you hear anything strange. It's just my kids. So welcome again. So in 2 days, today is Friday. So on the 1st of November, depending on when you're hearing this message now, you may be hearing it a little later if you haven't signed up before the 1st of November. So I just want to take a few minutes simplifying the 8 weeks and what is it that we are going to do. Okay, as you know, my name is Mira. I am the one who designed the course, the Nurture program, and I am the one going to lead this program as per se, and I will be on our Facebook group. If you haven't signed up yet, do sign up, do join in the Facebook group, because I will be there regularly talking about what else we could do and just a little bit of motivation every here and there. And that's where you can maybe perhaps ask your questions, because there will be loads of ladies asking similar questions. And you know, if you have that question, perhaps someone else has it, and if I answer, or another lady will answer your question, and it will be helpful to others. So explaining the whole process is, okay, as a qualified nutritional therapist, I would look at every single person. It's like, you know, bio individuality. Everybody is different. Your genes, your microbe, your toxic exposures, your relationship, everything else is individual. It's bio individual. So this program will work on your body different to my body or someone else in this program. So not every single thing or every symptom will be similar, or every process will be similar. If you're here for weight loss, if one person loses 1 kg, 1 kilo in 1 week, you might lose 2. So it all will be different depending on your inflammation level in your body, the stress level you are dealing with, the way or the amount of sleep you get, the amount of food you will eat, the amount of energy your body burns. It will be all different. Okay, so keep that in mind as you walk into this 8 weeks program. Okay, so the body, as I would relate now in a very simplified method. So in my clinical practice, I would go on honoring the process of clearing the muddy water. Like the body is, you know, because of the stress and the exposures and the lack of sleep, or maybe nutrient deficiencies and so much more, it's like the waters are muddy. So the process, the 8 week process, will be clearing the muddy waters. So before we determine the next steps of care, I would include cleaning up the diet and lifestyle habits of each individual. Every single client of mine, this is the process we do. We take a little time, we clean up the diet and the lifestyle. We look into starting with a very basic anti-inflammatory protocol, which is exactly what we are doing here in this program, and the attention to core basics, of course, which is hydration, sleep, relaxation, and of course your diet, and a very supportive community before we address the next step. So first step is to clearing the muddy waters. Okay, so this is what we are doing in the 8 weeks process. So you might be here because you have hormonal issues, you might have a very, very low energy, you may be unable to sleep, you may have loads of cravings, acne, you may have bloating symptoms or cramps or fertility issues or hormonal, maybe you're postmenopausal, sorry. So, or maybe you just want to lose weight. But all of this, why is your body, ask yourself that question, why is your body retaining or gaining the weight, or why is your body holding on to the extra weight? What is the problem causing it? What is happening? Is it because you're not moving enough, or because you're not nourishing your body enough? You're not eating nourishing food to support your body, therefore you have a high level of inflammation that need to be addressed. Or perhaps there is loads of refined food that's also causing water retention and inflammation and so on. Or perhaps your vitamin D level is low, you're not producing enough hormones, maybe your B12 is low, maybe your iron is low. All those are deficiencies that can lead to further symptoms. So the first step is to begin looking at, why is my body holding on to the extra weight? Why is my body not absorbing the iron? Is it because I'm not eating enough iron? Or if I am eating enough iron food, rich food, is it my body not absorbing? So there may be some issues in the digestive tract, okay? So that's how we look into the body. Now, the course or the program is 8 weeks weight loss program, but that doesn't end here, or that doesn't begin here. It's the whole package. So let's begin into addressing those things in the 8 weeks program. So, but remember that you are different to your friend, you're different to your mother, you're different to your sisters, and everybody else is different. You're different to me. The same program might work different to on my body than you, but we will all benefit from it because we are clearing the body waters. Okay. So your habits, like perhaps you eat well, but you don't drink enough water, or maybe the second person maybe is drinking enough water, but is not eating enough nourishing food. So it will be a personal approach to this program, and I would love to hear which one is the first one that you would like to take on board and challenge yourself into clearing. So again, okay, I'm going to stop explaining here because I feel like rambling, but I would love to hear from you. So now that you're planning your 8 weeks, what is it that you need to do? So I'm sure you got your first email where there is a password. Use this password, go into the resource section. Okay, in the welcome email, you have the introduction of what is going to happen in the next 8 weeks, and then there's a password. Use this password to go onto the website, and there is loads of resources for you. We have 12 modules that we're going to break down every single week. There is super goal setting, there's why diets don't work, fueling your body, exercise, how exercise can benefit you, understanding and conquering your cravings, stress management and self-care, mindset and habits, and plenty more, but 12 modules. Now, if you're busy, take your own time. Don't rush into completing every single module in one day. You won't be able to do that. So let it flow in weekly. Every week, tackle one module, if I can say that. So by learning, you will also keep your motivation level a little bit higher, because I know when we go into an 8-week programs, 2 weeks we are fine, and in third weeks the motivation level is a little low. But this is not a diet, guys. This is a lifestyle, and education is key. So every single week, go onto the module, learn about it. Okay, so take your time. It's there for you. For life, do it as you have time. And some of the videos are longer and some of them are a bit shorter, and there's the script as well. So if you're not a video person, just read it out and download the resource. In the resource section, download all the prints. There are some journaling printouts. There's self-care, there's plenty of them, sleep habits and so on. So download whatever you can, print them out if you have a printer at home, and then do it on your own time. But I'm going to go and simplify it. I know I'm still talking. So I'm going to simplify what the 8 weeks is going to happen. Okay, so use the resource. I'm going to read because I don't want to miss anything. So use the resource section to download, of course I mentioned that, and print whatever you can. I've also said that. Now to begin, please, the first thing if you can do, if you haven't, because I know some of you already have, if you haven't yet, there is the food mood symptom journal. Okay, this is something that you are going to carry, or I would suggest you carry in your handbag for the next 8 weeks. Or if you don't want to do that, keep it beside your bed. Keep a pen and the food mood symptom journal. Maybe print out a few of them and write every evening, if you want to do that, every evening before you go in your bed, write down every single thing that you are eating and drinking. Okay, that's the first thing you want to do. So by doing this, we're not counting calories, but by doing this, what we are doing is, let's say if this morning you had a smoothie that had bananas in, at 8 o'clock you had your smoothie, always good, but around 10 o'clock you started feeling a little bit heartburn. Okay, so perhaps there's something in the smoothie that is causing the heartburn. So by keeping a food mood symptom journal, you're tracking not only the food you're eating, so you can be on plan, but you're also tracking the symptom that your body is speaking to you, the sign and symptom that your body is giving you. So that way you are being more connected and in tune with your body, listening and paying attention to what your body is saying to you, and honoring yourself in the process of doing all that. So first thing, food mood symptom journal. Now there is a recipe, the meal plan. There are plenty of recipes in, but this meal plan is there for you to use, or to use it to support you, not to overwhelm you. So if all the recipes is overwhelming you, then please don't let that happen. Take a step back, think about it. If you're someone who is already very good at cooking, you know your stuff, then don't use the meal plan at all. But you need to know which one you should be eating and what is good, what is not quite good for you. Okay, so in that sense, if you want to use the meal plan 8 weeks, do so, because I am someone who likes strategy, and I know I like knowing, especially if I'm doing if I have a goal for the next 8 weeks, I like following the plan, and that's me. But if you're someone who knows your cooking, please don't be overwhelmed and use your own recipes, Google, Pinterest, all that. And so use a meal plan. And I also have a meal planning guide. So if you're not someone who is very good at meal planning, go and download the meal plan guide that will explain you how to make batch cook. So you don't have to cook every single day. If you cook today, cook for the next 2-3 days. If you're cooking dinner, make an extra lunch for you. So every day you're not standing in the kitchen. So use that guide to help and support you, but do it slowly. Take your time implementing these healthier habits. Not everything is going to change in one day. So take your time and don't let that overwhelm you. Now, again, I'm going to simplify it further. What should you have on your plate? Now, meat, poultry, eggs, fish is your protein, plus vegetables. That's all you need on your plate, nothing else. What I don't want to see on your plate is processed, refined foods that is made in a factory Okay, if you are eating chicken, please let it be just chicken. It doesn't have to be chicken with preservatives, additives, nitrates, sulfates, wheat, mash this, mash that. If you're eating a piece of meat, eat a piece of meat. If you're having a burger, let it be the meat plus seasoning, your own seasoning, which is natural spices. I don't want to see any E numbers. I don't want to see any sulfites and nitrates and all those E numbers, because this would cause more inflammation in your body. And that way you're not going to be losing weight. You're going to retain more water. Inflammation retains water. Okay, so you will be retaining more water and more inflammation, and that's not good. So on your plate of food, 1 or 2 eggs, poached eggs, fried eggs, boiled eggs, whatever you want for your breakfast, avocados, peppers, mushrooms, tomatoes, spinach, broccoli, asparagus, cabbage, courgette, celery, all that is good. So as long as it is vegetables, you can eat them. Now, I am not talking about a box of vegetable burger that you bought from the shop, because this is not something that you harvested from the soil and brought home. Even if it's coming from the market, the supermarket, but it's still vegetable, okay, in its unrefined, unprocessed form. So vegetables, meat, chicken, poultry, fish. That's all. Now, what you do with the vegetable, if you're making a soup, of course, you're going to put all the vegetables into a pot and make a soup out of it, or you're going to stir fry a vegetable. That's okay, but use as little E numbers or processed food as possible, please. Okay, and that will be the biggest change that you can do to your health and weight loss or hormonal change or nutrient deficiencies. That's one way that you can nourish and support your liver and your gut health today. Okay, if you don't listen to me at all, just listen to this one thing. On your plate should be a piece of meat and plenty of veggies. A plate full of veggies plus your protein. Now you're going to get your carbs. Don't think that you're not going to get your enough energy or carbohydrates, but you will from your veggies like courgette, carrots, cauliflower, cabbage. Eat plenty. Don't go hungry. Eat plenty. Put loads of your vegetables on your plate, but eat. You do not want to go hungry. Okay, that's not our aim. We don't want to deprive. We don't want to suffocate the body. But I don't want your plate to be full of wheat or gluten or something that's shop bought. Well, everything is shop bought, but I don't a factory made. Do you know what I mean? I would love to hear if that's making sense. I know this video is going long now. It's how long I can't even see. But please listen to me. Make your plate as clean as possible. Now, on the meal plan that I shared with you, you will see a few of 1 or 2 of the recipes that has a little bit of flour, wheat. So keep those recipes to try at the end of our 8 weeks. I'll tell you why. See, for the next 8 weeks, if you remove wheat and gluten, wheat is pasta, bread, a pizza, if you remove all that, what will happen is your gut will have enough time to repair. Okay, so we are working on the gut health. Now, at the end of 8 weeks, when you're using maybe a little bit of wheat, if you feel like your belly is swelling again, okay, when the belly is swelling, it's not always fat, it's actually water retention around the belly. What's happening is that you may be intolerant of wheat or gluten, and there's a little bit more work to be done. Do you know what I mean? So in the 8 weeks, if you remove wheat, gluten, main culprits, then your belly will, flatten or not as swollen. I'm not talking about body shape here, guys. I'm not talking about the amount of fat we are holding. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about water retention, inflammation here. Okay, it's a very holistic approach, and it's okay for us to speak if our body is swollen, if our belly is swollen, and we don't feel happy when we're looking at it in the mirror. It's not because we're feeling like we've gained weight around the body and around the belly, because we don't feel good. We feel sluggish. We feel that the belly is swollen, and we don't like that what we are seeing in the mirror, because we can connect with ourselves into the eyes when we're looking. We know we're not feeling right. We're feeling sluggish. So that's what I'm talking about. When the gut is feeling right, then whatever you see in the mirror will be right, because this is you. You're feeling good within you, inside you. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. So remove your wheat, your gluten, reduce as many grains as possible, like beans and rice. If you can reduce it or cut it out completely for the next 8 weeks, it's okay. Eat potatoes, eat sweet potatoes as in like a quarter of your plate should be of potatoes or sweet potatoes, if you can, every single day, or replace it with courgette, carrots, and a good salad, soup, and all that. Okay, and use the recipes if you have. Now that's food. Now hydration, okay, is very important. Hydration is super important. Now, if you're someone who is drinking 2 glasses of water at the moment, please improve or increase it maybe another 2 for the next week. And then the following week, increase another 2. Okay, so work on it, work on your hydration level. If you like herbal tea, that's good, because that's included in the water count. So if you want to be drinking about 6-8 glasses of water per day, herbal tea is counted. Soups and smoothies also are counted. So don't go on like you need to be drinking the water. If you're having soup, or if you're having your herbal tea, or if you're having broth, bone broth, or if you're having smoothies, that also counts. And caffeine. So many of you ask the question like, caffeine, is it right? Is it not right? So I would suggest maybe you reduce your caffeine intake before noon, maybe one a day before noon, and that's my suggestion. I wouldn't want you to be having more, because again, stress and caffeine can have a huge impact on your sleep and your blood sugar imbalance and your hormonal health, which is of course affects your weight gain as well. So reduce your caffeine maybe 1 a day before noon. Now that's onto the food. Now exercise. Exercise daily. I have a very small exercise guide for you, because it's more for those who are beginners. Okay, so if you're not someone who has been exercising yet, this is very basic. There is like 10 squats and 10 bridge and so on. You can Google what bridge is, and you will find out very easily. So if you're someone who is beginning to do some exercises, please do them, but it takes like 5-10 minutes daily. Do 1 rep. As you progress, maybe do another rep, and that will work on your muscles, and your body composition will begin to change, and you will look a little bit more toned and all that. Okay, so that will support you as well. But begin with 1 rep, and then next day do 2, the following day maybe do 2, and next week do 3. But do it every single day. Do it. Find 5 minutes, 10 minutes in the kitchen while the kids are playing, or maybe when you're in the bathroom, or when you're cooking, when you're waiting for your kettle to boil. Just do 10 squats. When every time you come out of your toilet, maybe do 5 squats. When you're waiting for your kettle to boil, maybe just do 5 push-ups. See, all counts, and you're working on your muscles, and you're making your body work as it should. And the blood flow, when blood flow is reaching your legs, your arms, your shoulders, and all that supports weight loss. So you want to be doing that. But walking is a brilliant one. If you can get out of the house every single day, maybe walk around your state, drop the kids to school, go, instead of driving to the shop, maybe walk to the shop. Get the blood flow on the legs, and the blood pumping. That's how you're going to lose the weight. And when the blood flow is the blood is pumping in the body, your body is working better, and it needs to, the nutrients goes where it needs to go. And so get onto that. But if you're someone who has been walking already, if you have been doing 5,000 steps so far, maybe add in 2 more, just up it a little bit and work gradually as you progress into the 8 weeks. Our aim is to reach about 10,000. That's what they say, the guide is. But if you do 10,000 already, brilliant. Maybe up it a little bit more, maybe 12. If you're someone who is already exercising, find something that is more challenging for you. I am doing a mobility exercise at the moment with Kesa because I had an ankle surgery, so my mobility in my legs are not very good, so I need to be doing something different. Walking is good for me, but I'm doing something like, because joints and my joints are not working as good as it was last year. So I'm doing this mobility. I might just put the link in if you want to join in as well. And she has, I think, 20% off at the moment, so that will be brilliant. And okay, so on to our daily affirmations. See, ladies, I know our physical appearance is something like many people speak about it differently, okay? Body shaming and all that. I'm not into this. I'm not into body shaming. I'm not talking about looking at yourself in the mirror and looking vain. I'm not talking about that. I think our mind matters, and it's more important how we feel inside. That's why I have a printable affirmation for you. There's 30 affirmations, and it's so good. I've chose them myself. And if you can print them, cut it out if you want, or just stick it somewhere that you will be able to see the affirmations, and every week or every day read one of the affirmation, like I trust my body, I'm on the right path, and I choose progress over perfection, I love my body. And that will brainwash your brain. That will brainwash you and start believing in yourself instead of like beating yourself to death. Like, especially when it comes to doing a program and completing a program can be challenging, and we don't really lose the moho somewhere. But it's good to be affirming those positive words to yourself and begin to love yourself a little bit more and begin to be more grateful about who you are. Okay, so it's a mind-body connection. Now I also have a self-care tips. So get into the resource section, download the self-care tips, maybe pick 1 or 2 if you can, self-care tips daily. That could just be journaling, that could be maybe 2-3 minutes deep belly breath, that could be just maybe taking a bath, Epsom salt bath, or maybe self-care could be just getting maybe an hour extra sleep. Self-care is different for everyone. My self-care could be, I just want to go and read a book somewhere. Some people just need to go out and walk. So whatever you need in your day, like today it could be different, tomorrow it could be different. So whatever it is to you, ask yourself, what is it that my body needs to do, my mind needs to do? Is it that I need some fresh air? I need maybe some sun on my face to feel the sun, and not only you'll get your vitamin D, but that instant mood lift. And sleep, of course, I also have a guide on sleep, so read that and see how that will help you. And this is all that I have for you today, guys. But please don't forget to join our Facebook group, because I will be there a little bit more regularly explaining. And if you have any questions, just hit reply on this email or share it on our Facebook group. Or if you're on social media, do share there. You send me a message, you know where I am. And I wish you all the very best, but keep it simple, keep it simple, keep it simple. Breakfast, eggs, smoothie, eggs with peppers, mushrooms, tomatoes, spinach, or just a smoothie. For lunch, similar, a piece of chicken or fish, like roast a whole chicken, eat it all week. Or maybe bake maybe few drumsticks or chicken thigh and have that as your lunches with plenty of vegetables. Keep it simple. Vegetables and a piece of protein. Protein is always animal source, which is fish, chicken, eggs, turkey, steak, whatever floats your boat. So keep it simple, keep it simple, keep it simple. Don't go master chef now. If you're master chef, fair enough, but keep it simple, okay? Think about reducing the stress. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. It doesn't have to be stressful. So I look forward to hearing from you. If you want to get the best out of this program, keep in touch. Don't be hiding. Okay, you've paid your money to be here. Don't be in the hiding. I am here to answer the questions. We are here to support you as a group. We've got quite a few ladies doing it now together. But if you be in the hiding with your questions, we won't be able to help you. So please reach out, and I am here, and I look forward to hearing from you, and very good luck to you.